Alright, so I'm working on catching up here on my comic book reviews here. And next up is Avengers number 2 of the relaunch here. Yeah, we got Brian Michael Bendis and John Romita Jr. Alright, let's get into it. So you got your usual recap page, and then first off we kick right into some action here. They're introduced to Novar. Let's go over there and talk to them about the time machine that they needed back in issue 1. That's kind of like an issue for me, but sometimes here I didn't mind it, and other times it bothers me. There's no time kind of difference, and it just kind of hops. Like, this could have been an hour, could have been 3, could have been the next day. So that's something that kind of bugs me sometimes. I really like to see the transfer easy. Sometimes I don't mind if it's there, but here I didn't mind it because it's connected to the storyline. So first off, like just like this, like says it's Titanium Man, which I kind of like thought you maybe could have built up with a few extra pages, but whatever, that's cool. So they kind of tell him in time machine, and Novair talks about how he's no longer Marvel Boy, he's the Protector now. So this kind of right here kind of digs into the first thing I didn't really like with this issue. There's some kind of random awkward talk here by a few different characters. A lot of it's by Tony Stark, a lot of it's by Novair. First one here, Novair says, to protect this world, I'm the Protector. Tony Stark says, good for you. Kind of douchey. Kind of thought it was awkward. And also, Novair says, is this sarcasm? I'm having trouble with sarcasm. Something I kind of like, but I just thought it was a little awkward. There's a little bit more, next page we hop in here is, Bucky Barnes with, Maria Hill. I don't really like how Bucky is not really investing his, time as an Avenger. She kind of talks about Kang, and then he's like, oh, no, I haven't read the files. Shouldn't you? Like, when you take over the role as Captain America, should you not look over the files? Next douchey comments here. Stark wants Novair to work for Stark Industries, which I understand, because Stark Industries are right now. But, Novair's like, I cannot. And then Tony says, I'll buy you a pony. What do you think, Novair's 10? And girl? He's not a female, and he doesn't want to... Anyways, he says it's ready, and then... I love Spider-Man's little chit-chat in here. I think it kind of adds to the book. It adds more to it, and brings it on. He's like, can I be the one that says no, whoa? And then Maria Hill says, knock yourself out, Webs. Spider says, whoa. And I say, whoa, back, because let's talk about this splash page for a second. Gorgeous. Shows many different futures, and I like how it says, when they asked, is this our time? Novair says, it could be, it might be, you never know. So just kind of saying that the smallest thing could change the face of the earth. And also right here, it kind of shows that the biggest possibility and the strongest transmission is coming from the next Avengers, which are DVD, and now might be brought into continuity, which I thought was kind of cool last issue. And then there's Kang, some stuff. Talk about the first issue when he freaks out, and then the time machine is broken, and so they might think it's Mortis, the old Hulk that's up here. And then it actually turns out have some troubles with that. They're all kind of confused, and then the surprise attack. And it's Wonder Man. We saw last issue how he's kind of just came and attacked them, or thought that rebuilding the Avengers was a bad idea. Here he attacks them, which I don't really understand. I thought the kind of fight here was pretty sweet. He fought Thor and fought some Wolverine. Novair kind of hit him off, and I just don't understand his motivations. What's going on in his head? Yeah, I just thought it was kind of strange, and yeah, I'm not really sure how this is going to work out, but I thought maybe he's brainwashed, maybe he just is really against the Avengers, so I don't know if they're kind of going to make it to a villain. I'd rather not. And then Tony said it in here. He says, first Wanda, then Bob. I don't want to see another Avenger fall from grace, which I thought was kind of cool. Yeah, so just kind of work this out, and then evacuate the building, and then, because the time stream's broken, there's this apocalypse, and these 4 horsemen, which is supposed to be Wolverine, a version of Red Hulk, and then a Spider-Man, and a Scarlet Witch. I didn't really understand what was going on here, and I'm not quite set on the whole going to the future to fight Kane storyline. But overall, I really like the storyline, and I think that's kind of brings up the whole like anything is possible with this whole time spree is broken thing. I love Spider-Man's quips throughout the book, and yeah, overall I thought it was pretty good. So I'm gonna go and give this a 4.5 out of 5. So you can still find it, check it out. I think issue 4 comes out in about 2 weeks. So look out, check it out.